Okay, welcome on in, everybody, to today's King of the Castle. Allow me to formally introduce you all to our monarch for today. We have Monarch Asgall II. As you can see here on the sign, Asgall is prudent, wrathful, and repentant. So initially we're going to go for a farming ambition. Should that fail, we'll fall back on a military ambition. You all should understand that if our farming is successful, we'll end up invading Ashmead. Wouldn't that be fun? We like to keep a sizable amount of funds on hand in case of emergency, so we ideally want to keep like 2,000 or 3,000 at least. And we always like to pay to handle an emergency if we can afford it, which is what the 2,000 or 3,000 is. Furthermore, we are never going to forgive or forget a slight and bear grudges, and we're going to try and punish people that have wronged us. So if one region or another is voting against us consistently, we may take some umbrage with that. Lined with thorns, rogue trader influencing you? Oh no, I was thinking of like a flagellant, because I got pro-faith. I rolled pro-faith. So I was like trying to think, rattle my brain, like, okay, prudent and wrathful, what would be like a faithful thing? And I've gone for like the idea that they are this wrathful individual that's trying to repent about being wrathful. But yeah, we're going to listen to our good friend, the High Inquisitor, and we hate heathens. So don't be a heathen, okay? That's pretty good, pretty good and earnest. All right. Hopefully we're all sounding good, hopefully. Feel free to redeem, tap the sign if ever you think any of my roleplay stuff is relevant to the current issue at hand. And we're going to rock on in right now. Take a quick look at the map. Reacquaint ourselves with the current situation. Where the hell are we right now? Yikes to farming. Yikes to farming. We've only got 12 farming across the entire kingdom. Oh. Oh, I don't wanna fix it. Oh no. Why did you guys vote for me to inherit prudent? Oh, actually, you voted for that because these were the stats. Okay. Alright. Alright. It's gonna be a bit of a grind today. Gonna be a bit of a walk. What we got that's truly bad, the coast is completely screwed. It's got no military and no trade. We need to get them up. And the barons are technically starving. So we kind of want to fix that. Otherwise, across the board, things are looking okay. I mean, the chiefs are doing fantastic. Chiefs, farming and trade and military is great. Alright, let's go through with everyone and do a round of introductions. Welcome on in to all of our council. Joining us with the barons, we have Baron Charlie's Waffletails, Baron Shadowmoon, Baron Hookerlord, Baroness Agents Fujimaru, and Baron DZD. Welcome on in to all of our barons. With the chiefs, we have top of the list Chief Whopper, Chief Weldris II, Chief The Flower is Baklava, Chief Gwentaris II, and finally Chief Mass Connect. Welcome on in to our chiefs at the start of today's game. And finally, last but not least, over here in the patricians, we got Lady Patrician Morgrim Moon, Lord Patrician Liberty Slap II, and Lord Patrician Gibbonexus. Welcome on in, all of our patricians. Welcome everyone. Oh, and I can see we've already got a bit of roleplay boiling over in the chat. Remember to keep your roleplay nice and tame. Be mindful of other people's boundaries. Don't be having too many rows or doing anything too disruptive. But, you know, I'm happy to see you all already thinking about how your characters are going to react to stuff. Great to have it. We're going to begin, as always, with the path to victory. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill. And with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? What was I doing again? Where am I? Oh yes, farming. I am the parent of the nation. Spy Master, I'm gonna get it so our crop production is up and away. Interesting. Are you concerned for the welfare of the commoners? Or are you just hoping for a favourable passage in the history books? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall farming as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Hooray for the peasant monarch. I mean, the monarch isn't a peasant. They're a fully fledged blue blood royal, but, you know, they just think having the march starved to death is a bad look, let's say. Alright, council introduction. Let's glad hands for everyone. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with a council of nobles. Right, who have we got from the chiefs to the north? Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it dealing with us a lot. Hello, Mass Connect. Hello. From the patricians of the coast, we have Lady Morgrim. Pleasure, Your Esteemed Highness. I hope we can see... How did I twist my tongue around that one? Alright. A pleasure, Your Esteemed Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Nailed it. Got it. And finally, Baron Hookerlord, hello. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Whoa, what the hell? What the hell's all that noise? Well, 69 bits, thank you. Thank you very much, Liberty Slap. It's like a can of fizzy pop. Are you drunk or sleepy? No, well, I might be a bit tired. I might be a bit knackered. But, you know, we live and carry on. Yeah. I don't know. Where's that 6-7 meme from? I've heard other people make mention of it, but I don't know where that happened from. Alright. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father. But now it is your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. I hate 6, 7, it's so... What's it from? Is it like a streamer thing? Hold on. I've got to look this up now. It's from TikTok and Instagram Reels. High-pitched sing-song vocalization of 6/7 paired with a specific hand gesture that looks like weighing something. Oh, what was that? Oh, Whopper, thank you for another resub. Hey! Nearly 2 years of you subscribing. You know how teenagers come up with something every few decades? What? It doesn't mean anything. So it's not even like a proper meme. You know? Oh my lord. It's just dumb. I can't even say, it doesn't even look funny. 420 is code for weed. Yeah, because that was like a... I don't know. They just got brain rot. I mean, 420 was old brain rot. I remember the old Rage comics and the troll face from before the Wojaks. Because of police codes? Oh, is that what it is? Ah. Kids these days will come up with a random number. 6, 7. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked. Hold on. Let's buckle in. Let's keep pushing. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Great. Yeah, let's do this. Shall we call the nobles in? I'm not interested in spending money. All the religious ceremony is nice. You know what? I think a religious ceremony, that would be good. We can all repent together. That would be ideal. B is my vote, but you can vote how you please, everyone. Type !vote, followed by A, B, C or D in chat. The item with the most votes shall be enacted upon. The nobles are talking about nonsense right now. Wait a second. Nobody wants to go to church. You want to spend my money? But I'm keeping that money as an emergency. Alright, what is that? That's 5, 4, 10 of you. There's 4 outstanding, 3 outstanding votes. Oh, who joined? Advisor, I believe. Welcome, Advisor. Right then. Moving on. I don't want to spend no money. It is decided the monarch will be thrown into the river. So it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places a crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? No one said we didn't throw crocodile. Oh my god, okay. Eyes down, time to pick our schemes. We got Felix and a DZD bloodline here. Got the sort of chin strap, the sort of Abe Lincoln look. Infamous marcher orator standing before a blazing earth, shouting and swearing. When are the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I'll know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Alright, barons, what's it going to be? It's A, intimidation, B, modernization, or C, propaganda. With intimidation, you want to infiltrate the palace and force me to do what I'm told. With modernization, you aim to upgrade and seize control of the capital's army. And with propaganda, you put up a lot of posters. That's about it. Alright, let me just get up and get a fresh drink. If you've yet to vote, now's the time. I know there's a few more barons out. Oh. Alright, here we go. We got a tie. How many barons are there? There's one missing. Chaz. Alright. Gonna leave it up to fate. Intimidation. Want to raise stability. Okay, there we go. The barons plan to hold the monarch hostage in their own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Currently at 7. Henny. Have I seen a Henny before? Henny of the Gwentaris clan, sinister northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, screaming like a fallen god. Chiefs of the North! We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter, Monarch Asgall II. How do we make that happen? Yeah, so roleplay, air quotes, but to be honest, the roleplay is pretty lax. It's just people voting for whatever. What we got? So yeah, Morgrim's right. It's pretty much whatever people feel like on the day. So we got A, sorcery, B, uprising, or C, Ragnarok. Chiefs, what do you want to do? With sorcery, you're going to make a deal with a wizard. With uprising, you're going to build up some peasant revolt. And with Ragnarok, you're going to make a deal with the giants to bring about the end of the world. It's today. Oh, always fun when there's a whiz. Yeah, where there's a whiz, there's a way. Unfortunately, the fig rolls will have to wait. It looks like we're leaning towards an uprising. Oh no, we got a tie. We got a fellow fig roll enjoyer in Whopper here. So that's what, 6 of you. All right. I don't know who's outstanding. Oh. There we go. Gwentaris is in. One ear bleeding from their whiz. The chiefs plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters seldom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the monarch was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Right, finally, Denaria the Morgrim Moon family. Ice cold, ice blue. I'm a fan of the handlebar moustache. Infamous coastal elder. Scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Asgall II. Something must be done. Alright, what's it going to be, patricians? Your options are A. Subterfuge, B. Conspiracy, or C. Corruption. In subterfuge, you're going to try and supplant the council and take their place. With conspiracy, you're going to lock me up in a dirty loan. And in corruption, you're going to try and bribe and blackmail your way into the throne. Right, who is missing? Gibbo. Alright. For your information, Slibley wants another civil war. But for now we got conspiracy, lower treasury. The patricians plan to sink the monarch under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. It's 5,300 at the minute. Oh shit, I didn't go through them. Oops. Okay. Well, I do like having money. Next time we'll go through them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Day 1. And would you believe it, a petitioner from afar. Your Majesty, there is a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. What does she want? You'll see soon enough, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is O'Reed and I have a proposition for you. Tell me more. 3 ships are docked in the harbour to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favour. And what is this favour? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessing and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Time for girl. Oh yeah, no, it's got to be a queen. We got a monarch. Alright, what did you do? I don't know what you mean, Your Majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope. I mean, I know you like the muskets, so I'm going to get some cash out of it. What's the matter, Barons? Don't want a gun? Who joined? Katori, welcome. Mareed and her new weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers as promised. Mareed demonstrates by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. Your Highness, our mutual friend Lord Patricia Gibbo Nexus has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of coastal farmland. Naturally, we Barons recommend he fill in the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions to endanger our crops. But Gibbo Nexus refuses to do so. Citizens have gone missing, Your Serene Highness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear. Legends speak of crawlers living out in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. They're not to be trifled with. Alright, let's assemble the council. Thank you, Your Highness. What do we do about the crawlers? Hey, we want to abandon the land. We must investigate? Oh my god, okay. Have we really gotta? I don't really wanna. Okay, okay. I see the way the wind is blowing. Okay. Very well. Who will we send in on this most unfortunate mission? Hire adventurers to do it. We won't let you down, Your Majesty. This is just the sort of thing we handle. 60%? Bid them farewell. You hear word that the adventurers make it inside the tunnels at least, but you won't hear from them again until they make it out. If they make it out. As you wait, more and more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels. This is not good. You cannot pick your region at the minute, Arda. If you type !join he, she, they, depending on your pronouns of choice, you can only pick where you end up at the start of a new dynasty on the front screen of it. Yeah, so there you go. You've been placed in the patricians here. No, the servers, they don't want to have it active all the time. Oh, okay. Well, if ever somebody's starting a whole new dynasty, well, that's good. I'm glad you bought it. At the start of a new dynasty, you can pick. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, bold as brass. Hello, your Madge. Glad I've finally found you. This place is a bloody maze, it is. Mind if I take a seat? Guards. But your palace watcher nowhere to be seen despite you yelling yourself hoarse. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tied a bunch of birds to a knight? Reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate the battlefield. Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I've no idea where the palace watcher are. Do you want me to kill this intruder? Yes, kill him. He's speaking nonsense, and he woke me up. The marshal's sword flashes, parting the peasant's head from his shoulders. Blood spurts across your favourite duvet. If one thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honour guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be Lord of Coin above all. I mean... yeah, salutes to the duvet. I'm gonna say, we will take the veterans of the march. I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Oh dear God, we got an auction. Oh, what do we want? Oh shit, okay, people want to boost stability and authority. So if you want to boost authority, it's C the monument. Boost stability, A the library. If you'd like to help me out, E the aqueduct would boost farming. We're going to start the auction right now. Type !fund. Followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items at the end of the auction will be built and take effect. Bids on other items will be refunded. You've got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. Try not to miss out. C and A as expected. Right, 10 seconds left, everyone. Get in. Get in. Alrighty. What was that? The deer park? Nilawa, how could you? Oh. That's not great. But okay. Your Majesty, the adventurers that you sent to investigate the crawler tunnels have returned. The crawlers have a vast network of tunnels, Your Highness. And they have some sort of queen, a huge creature that controls them all. We should strike at this queen, destroy her, and deal with this menace once and for all. No, you must take care, Your Serene Highness. If you enrage the queen, it will only ruin will follow. Surely there is another way. I mean, I want a discount, but send an assassin after the queen. Let's go. No, let's pay for a solution. This is an emergency. These things are eating people. I'm not going to have a meeting. Like, no. Why'd I do that? Just pay somebody to sort the problem. I got a big bag of money. I've got a problem. I'm going to hire a problem solver. Oh dear Lord, have mercy upon my soul. I cannot believe it. Yeah, what could go wrong? Oh, wait. Did someone vote while I was, like, zonked out? When did that vote come in? I didn't even notice it. Thank you, Slibbity. Talk later, maybe. Hello. We're gonna send the assassin. Absolutely. You dispatched a grizzled assassin into those terrible tunnels. Then you wait nervously for news. 30%. Fingers crossed. An XCOM moment. Eventually they return, dropping a sickly heart the size of a turkey at your feet. It pulses ooze on the floor before shriveling up into a putrid husk. Wow, I'm glad it lasted long enough to get back to the throne room. Without their queen, the crawlers become dysfunctional and disorganized, proving no match for the coastal armies. Jubilant celebrations break out across the region. The beasts have been vanquished and the countryside is repopulated once more. We are good. We are so good. Those Terrible Tunnels is my favourite horror short story compilation. always spend the money. Problem solved. Speaking of problems, the Curve Captain you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons. She has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained she has been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette after all. Agent 67, yeah. Crawler died to cringe, yes. Truth. Worse, some suspect her of being a Curve spy. Very well, let me talk to them. You find her read pacing halls far from her assigned chamber. Can I help? Perth bounty hunters landed on the coast not long ago. I see where you're going with this. Exactly, they are looking for me. I did not expect them to come here. Clearly, I was wrong. You'll be fine if you stay with me. Are you sure? I'm the Monarch. There is nowhere safer. Very well. I hope my trust is not misplaced. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? What's D3 say? Women! Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Alright, recruiting a wizard. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Oh, I've got to brace myself for this one. Okay, let's go. I've had a stretch. Far to the north, Chief Whopper sits before a roaring hearth. 2 enormous wolfhounds lying at her feet. A dark shadow darkens the door. The hounds whimper and flee, tail tucked between their legs, as a skeletal figure steps into the room, accompanied by the jingling of 1,000 tiny bells. Why do you call me? And leave me alone when my time is still more precious and young. I thought we might have a common girl. The Monarch has been overstepping their bounds recently, haven't they? That's true! No one trying to turn me away from my favorite thing, This is my man. Yeah, all women in my radius. I'll help you. Everything road I want to be really hard for. Come on, the bees. Did you say bees? Yeah. It's rewriting on down the train of men. They roll, you were weird. Of course, I'm waiting down to stand the weather out, down about in burning flowers. There's all kinds of melody. And I come from my girlfriend, and they won't harm my girlfriend beyond the idol. And it's okay, everyone, it's over now. For the next stage of their scheme, the chiefs must allow all regions combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Wow. Wow. Let's see. What do we want to do? I'm good. I'm good with common taxing, everyone. Okay, time for famine. Hello, Your Majesty. I've travelled all the way from the march to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. Grain prices in the march are beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in the profits while the common folk starve. You know what? Import grain from the coast and distribute for free. That's a solution. Let's go. Who won last game? Simone? It was the Monarch. The King Asgall. And there you go. Hey, look at that. I remembered to change your thing, your status. Alright, what are we looking at? I couldn't stay for long. No worries, it's all good. You know, people can stay as long as they can. Oh, good job. I'm desperately curious at what looking for a new therapist means. They're a bit of a mess. That's what that means. They're trying to be better. They're trying to do better. Try not to be a raging sociopath. It's all to do with a repentant tag. Trying to chill out a bit. The march is in your debt, your majesty. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of free grain floods from coast to march, putting many marcher merchants out of business but giving some patricians a nice windfall. There we go. The grain proves sufficient to keep the peasants alive until the next harvest, which will hopefully bring better days. Better days are coming. But yeah, good luck in the interview, Simone. Your Majesty, these good folks are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Kurth, they say. Monarch Asgall, we greet you humbly. How may I help you? We're searching for somebody. You might say a fugitive. Last we heard, she went by the name O'Reed. I'm afraid she is under my protection. As we feared, still perhaps we can work out a deal. The Grand Pensionary Kurth is offering a large bounty for the return of this woman. We are sure the esteemed monarch such as yourself would not risk drawing Kurth's ire. As proof of our goodwill, we will even allow you to keep the firearms that were stolen. Is this an emergency? Hold on. You know what? Let's tap the sign. I want to keep a fat stack of cash around, but I also like my military. And she's been good. You know what? I'm going to veto refusing the offer. I could lean into either of the others. Well. It appears we are indulging in some bribery. The bounty hunters do not take long to consider your offer. They return to Kurth the head of a nameless prisoner. You hope officials back in the Republic will be none the wiser. O'Reed decides to stay in the kingdom, offering her advisory services to your navy as payment for sparing her. There we are. Almost unanimous? Yes, it was. Everyone likes O'Reed. I have 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yeah. Alright, what do we want? Somebody that's hot-headed and good in a fight. Somebody that's got loads of money. And has a good reputation with the peasants. Someone religious, maybe a bit of a zealot. That would be good. There's a few things. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Scorcher, firstborn daughter of the northern Flowers Baklava clan. She's your typical northern lass as far as I can tell. Big and loud with all the social graces of a goat, but means well. Spends most of her time ranging mountaintops, hunting wolves and wyverns and other strange northern beasts. People say she nurses a grudge though. Ooh! I think we got a winner already. I mean, she fights monsters and she has a grudge. We have a grudge too. We haven't built a grudge actually, but we'd like a grudge. We could happily adopt a grudge. From the coast we have Irina, wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Arda's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. Ugh, yuck. Her interests are typical of the coast, money, 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 and making more of it, but to her credit, she gives a lot of it to charity. Oh! Okay, good with money and pumps it back into. Oh. Oh. Okay, we like it. And finally we have the Marches offering. Henrika, scion of the prestigious Katori Blueberry bloodline. A timid woman, not the kind that does well in a march, bless her. Perhaps the palace will suit her better. She can always be found at the card table, drunk as a skunk, betting away her inheritance. When she's deep in her cups, apparently, she mutters on about revenge. Well, I like that. The drinking and gambling, not so much. But revenge. All of them are, you know, quite good. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Yeah, it's... I think by the narrowest margin, it's Scorcher. Excellent, I shall make the arrangements. Yeah, they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good. But, you know, there can be only one. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians at a coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not empty. The monarch won't be tempted by our loan offers. Yeah? What's up, Simone? See, yes. There it is. Is this the one you made? Did you do it properly? Is that good? Yes, excellent. Well done. Good job. Good job. Bagpipes. It's alright. No worries. The treasury's not empty. The monarch won't be tempted by our loan offers. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within the bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. The Pat's aim is to lower treasury to 1,500 or less. 300 gold out of it. Now then, as for the rest of stuff, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh. A brand new harvester. Your Highness, the scholars and great thinkers of the North have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionising agriculture. It's you, Simone. It'd be a great use to us in the march. Our farms are struggling to keep up with demand, you know. We'll not share our designs with likes of you, Marcher Leech. Hello, Max. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Oh. We gotta keep churning them out. Whether we distribute the designs, pay the chiefs to share, or leave them in the north only. Who would win? The Lord of Bells and Master of Silence, or one Harvesty Boys? Is that a reference to the Terry Pratchett's Reaper Man books? Where death is okay, the plot of the thing, death as a concept is gonna be retired and replaced with a new death. And so he wanders off and starts living on a farm for the last couple of weeks of his life. And someone has brought along a combine harvester to show off how good it is. And he outperforms a combine harvester with his scythe. That's the metaphor that pushes him on to, like, repeal against being retired. Take a stand against new death. Oh dear. Such a good book. All of them really were. Alright, we're gonna compensate the chiefs. Let's go. I don't know if that was it, Amy. I don't know if that was the that was the deal. Compensate the chiefs for the invention and share it with the other regions. A fair price, I suppose. Rewarded for their ingenuity, the chiefs are satisfied, as is everyone else who produced brand new wheat eaters for their farms at lightning speed. Look at that, 22 farming now. We are big. We are good. Sounds like John Henry and the Steam Machine. Oh, is that the American folklore thing? Where he dug a tunnel faster than the steam engine did. Okay. Maybe that could have been like the inspiration for it. I don't know where Terry Pratchett got all his ideas from. Your greatness, the seasons may have not been kind to us in the north. We face poor harvests and miserable farms. I beg you, send aid. I suppose I could send some grain to support your peasants. What peasants? No! I am to be wed, Your Majesty. Congratulations to Weldris on their wedding. And when the day comes, I will drink only the finest mead. But with our farms in their current state, we lack their honey. Bisque is currently having a fit out in the north. Farming's gone up, bees are everywhere, and Weldris is like, no, we need more bees. More bees, more bees. Bee, bee, bee. A bee, bee, bee. I need more bees. Force the farmers of the north to don their fancy wicker suits, and we shall all drink our fill of honey wine. You know what? I don't mind doing this if you pay me money back, okay? Sound good? A. With Royal Gamble are subsidies for more bees. Subs to bees. I mean, that's fine, but I would have preferred to just pay for it. Truth be told. Alright. We're going to pass a law that mandates beekeeping in the north. Truth be told. Oh no. Oh no. I'm cringing a little. The peasants resent such an overbearing law. Complain that they can't magic up bees from thin air. When Chief Weldris II threatens them with a spell in his dungeon, they soon change their tune. Desperate farmers abandon their meagre fields in search of wild hives to care for. Soon, the north is abuzz. Thank you, Your Majesty. My wedding is sure to be a success. Your wedding to Scorcher is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Scorcher at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do, Archie. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Scorcher, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Scorcher, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I am so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. Servants, bring us more wine. Ha ha, that's the spirit. What do you do in your spare time? Nothing beats the romance of the hunt. Roaming the great outdoors, searching my prey. What do you think of the wedding? Oh, no way, Simone, good luck. Take care of yourself out there. See you next time. It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? Had a whale of a time. Shall we go to bed together? No time like the present, eh? She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Here we go. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Shadowmoon has gone boar hunting with a few of their close friends. Our plans are going better than expected. The Spymaster thinks all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to a lack of attention, I've secretly smuggled gunpowder from Girth, enough to give our armies the edge. Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our new step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. We already control the Honor Guard, but if we can buy the loyalty of the Watch, we'll have complete control of the palace. The next stage of their scheme, the Barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Yikes! In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury is practically empty, and the monarch is struggling to fund their ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer them a loan. So helpful of us. Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches. In the small print, now watch me work my magic. Good evening, Lord Patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting? I heard about the monarch's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Just sign here and here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I will sign. The monarch will be pleased. Good night, Lord Patrician, and may the knife bless you. See, easy as pie, but it's not enough to bankroll the monarch. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well. To advance their scheme, the patricians must have the highest trade of all 3 regions in 3 seasons. Oh, yikes. 6 shy? You gotta do a 6 dip switcheroo? Alright, so let's go through the rogues gallery now. Felix, our long-lost nephew in the march, and the barons are pursuing the intimidation scheme. They're on the 2nd stage of their scheme right now, and they need to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less. It's currently at 2,800. Henny, our treacherous half-sibling in the north, pursuing the sorcery scheme. The chiefs have got to lower farming to 14 or less in 2 seasons. It's not looking good on that one. And finally, Denari, a questionable claimant in the coast, pursuing a conspiracy scheme, wants to have the highest trade in 3 seasons. That's a nope. That's a nope. That ain't happening anytime soon. Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganisation of our new army. It is truly a powerful beast. Yes, very lovely. Moreover, I was hoping the Crown might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless. You want me to start a war? We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unblooded army isn't worth its salt, I'd say. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Ooh, that'd be good, actually. Or if Your Majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended and make inroads into Tavelin, whose meagre army will surely be no match. I want the money. Vote A, everyone. Let's get that cash money. Ugh. Great success threshold for conspiracy stage 1 is under 750 gold. Oh, okay. A bit of yeah, it's a bit rough getting that. Right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom right quick while you vote. Back. Full-scale invasion. Fantastic work, everyone. Well done, champs. Barons, when you tell them Ashme will be at the function. Huzzah! Let's teach those Ashmenian dogs a lesson for existing without our permission. Willfully misinterpreting a standard diplomatic message as a grave insult. You send a declaration of war to the Ashmenian Empire. You've never seen the Barons so excited. Hey, Duchies, welcome on in. Oh, the Stone Maiden. Behold, your highness. Baron Duchies pulls aside tarpaulin to reveal a granite statue of Baron Katori. The statue is impeccably detailed, his expression a frozen grimace. A sad sight, is it not? It's not a statue, is it? Astutely observed, your highness. This is all that remains of my fellow baron. It seems the Stone Maiden is abroad in the march. Who's that? She's a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time because waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Baron Katori Blueberry on his latest hunting trip. Please, my liege, we must do something. Also, I was waiting until summer to say it, but it looks like there's a follow-up event to O'Reach. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Anyway, salutes in chat. Sorry, I was blown away there. Salutes in chat for Katori the First. Katori the First has been turned to stone. And we got our first kill of today's game. First noble death. Ah. But there we go. Katori II will join the council and get to vote. We want something tangible. We want a proper thing to happen here. There's a dynasty event involving the bear? Oh, really? Ah. What is it? Getting like old and needs a funeral or something? In the next game. Oh, ho, ho. Alright. Moving on. It's time for Gamba. Time to summon the army. March, her troops find the Stone Maiden waiting for them. In a foggy swamp, her eyes blazing through the swirling mist, she beckons. They raise their weapons and charge. Her deadly gaze sweeps across them, turning thousands of soldiers into stone in a second. You should have seen this coming. You should have. You can't fight the Stone Maiden with an army. Madness. Stone Maiden enraged stalks the march for weeks on end, turning thousands of peasants into twisted granite figurines. At long last, she retreats to her lair deep underground and falls asleep once more. On the bright side, the Barons now have plenty of oddly realistic statues to sell. Yeah, it won't have any consequences, no. No consequences whatsoever from that. Hey, I got money, good for you all. Yeah, enjoy your money. Asgall, dearest, I have something for you. Something I brought back from my latest hunt. A trophy. Scorcher takes you by the hand and leads you to the Great Hall, where a white sheet hangs on a stone on some statue that wasn't there before. When she pulls it free, the sheet falls to the floor and a taxidermied figure of a great brown bear is revealed, snarling in anger as if ready to attack. Fearsome, this will be perfect for instilling some fear into the nobles. The bear makes a fine addition to the council chamber. Your nobles give it nervous glances every time they enter the room. Even the maiden's power avoids any oceanic touch. Wait, what? It's damned hard to make a nice detailed carving out of granite. Isn't granite like, what are the cheaper? As air quotes, cheaper stones. Like, I assume there's a reason that they made, like, a lot of stuff out of, marble and what else in antiquity? Common stone for statues. Marble is good. Limestone, sandstone, alabaster. Granite and soapstone offer extreme hardness or softness respectively, used based on desired finish durability and skill level. Oh, okay. Granite is like the end game for masons, I guess, then. Slow cooled magma, so big crystals rather than small grains, and are easy to carve break off. Ah. Fair enough. So it's fine for making things out of big stone blocks, not for fine detail work, yeah. The final boss is sculpting granite block. This isn't even my final form. Yeah, I think when you had like a hammer and chisel and a few like wooden rules or whatever, it might have been a bit much. Alright, what have we currently got? We're gonna have the... What do we want? A fortress would be nice. A fortress would be really nice. We're about to go to war. Right? Okay. So can we get a fortress? A fortress, right. Thieves Guild is something the patricians may want. Because they want to bring trade down. And farming needs to go down so the chiefs may want a deer park. I think that covers it. Let's open the list there. There's everyone. Start the auction now. Type exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the item you would like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top two items at the end of the auction will be built. Bids on failed items get refunded. Granite can be slightly radioactive. My home... Oh! Oh yeah, no, I remember because there's a mine in your hometown. Right. We've also got a large percentage of the planet's uranium ore. Ooh. Limestone is a sedimentary compressed mud. A marble is metamorphic, partly remelted. Oh, so are they sort of the same thing? Oh shit, okay, I completely missed it. I was reading about rocks. I'm sorry. It's all the excitement of Deep Rock Galactic getting an update next week. It's getting me. Is it next week or the week after next? It's the 20-something. I think it might be the week after next. What have we built? We built a deer park and we built a Grand Bazaar. Why would we build it? Oh, well, wait, sorry. The patricians want to put their own stuff up higher than other people's. No fortress. Very disappointing. Let's start with a war with Ashmead. Aha, you should have seen the look on the Ashmeadian diplomat's face when I told him we were declaring war on his pathetic empire. I kicked him in the rump as he left for good measure. I have a bad feeling about this. The Ashmeadian Empire's golden age is a long time behind it. They're still bigger than us, with more soldiers and a long history of conquest. But they lack discipline and are plagued by infighting. The kingdom's armies are in decent shape, but this will be difficult. News of the war inspires a wave of patriotic fervour across the kingdom. Old knights come out of retirement, and naive youths stampede to join the army. Hopefully it'll prove enough. Rest assured, Your Majesty, we'll have our full support in this war. What's our opening gambit? Wait, can we do a Holy Crusade? Can we? We haven't, I don't know how long it's been since we last done any of this. But can we send a crusade? Can we summon a crusade? Crusade time? Crusade time. I do hate the heathen. I want to purge the heathen. D for Big Crusade. A very good idea. We'll see. It's a coin toss. So, it's a bit rough. A little bit rough. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Hey, it's successful. For too long, those Ashmeadian heathens have been allowed to venerate their false god, Caldovaga. Huh. We will convert them no matter what. The crusade triggers a shockwave across the kingdom. Dozens of holy orders turn up to supplement your regular forces. Shining knights on mounted destriers, battle nuns in steel masks, warrior monks with bold heads and bad attitudes. Ha! I can work with this. We are back. I'll start marshalling our troops. The Empire is no easy target. We only have one chance to get this right. Nonsense! One swift kick and the whole house of cards will tumble down. Wait and see. Ugh. I don't know about that swift kick. The North has taken to beekeeping like bees to a flower. Crops are bountiful, and fields are blooming. There have been festivals, with much dancing and merriment. But the church is worried. The farm folk are besieged by nightmares, all involving bees. It has made them superstitious and are losing faith in the... Your Highness, wait, the North's farms have improved beyond measure. There's been widespread happiness like never before, but for some reason the church wishes to burn our hives. We have to let them burn something. Thank you, Your Majesty. It must be done. Our churches lie empty on holy days, for the peasants of the North now worship only the harvest. They pray to their hives instead of the ninth. Your Greatness, please, the peasants have full bellies and joyful smiles. That is what the church would burn. Your Majesty. Liar! My priests report that your peasants complain of night horrors and insomnia. Something evil is happening in the north. Burn the hives. Burn them. The ninth god does decree that the bee is unholy. The hives must be burned. The bees must be scattered to the winds, like the ashes of damnation. I call upon you, council. Burn those bees. Oh, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Yeah. That'll do. We're gonna burn ourselves a hive. Not the bees! Not the bees! No! You order the farmers burn their hives. When they refuse, you send soldiers to enforce a decree. Should be good. Shouldn't be a problem. They said it was the joke, the meme. Your marriage to Scorcher has grown strong and steady like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. But something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own will do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. Only if you haven't invaded Ashmead yet. Wait. Conquest ambition counts as... Oh yes, no, the Free Wars achievement. Yes, I think that's how I did it. My wife and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Somewhere in the march, Baron Shadowmoon sits at a banquet, gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. They and their fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The Palace Watch won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the spy master to blab about it too. Damn our luck, is this the end? The best investments are never profitable to begin with. We will bide our time and strike again when the monarch least expects it. The Baron's aim is to load treasury to 1,500 or less. Oof, we are flying. Up in the north, Chief Whopper and the Wizard Bisca enjoyed a grand feast together. Any glassware has been carefully replaced with ceramics. I can't get away from it. Oh, it hurts my arm. Biz groans and the oaken table splits down the middle like a tree struck by lightning. Please, just give me a few more months. By the old gods, I won't let you down. Don't! You made me irrational. The chief's aim is to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. I think we're pretty good, actually. Alright, let's look at the bees. The bees are important. Your Majesty, we didn't send a strong enough force to burn the hives of the north. We fielded just a few dozen soldiers into hostile terrain against hundreds of peasants. Ah. I didn't expect them to fight back. I mean, we can bribe them. Yeah, bribe them. Let's create some money and bribe the farmers. Tempt them back to their old crops. Vote B, everyone. B for, you know, get them out of the way of the bees. Crush bee resistance. B for not bees, I suppose. B for beeless. Very good. Alright, what do we got at the minute? 8 votes. I know where you guys all are. But alright, it looks like we're summoning an army to crush the peasants. Are there no it's patricians of the other faction. There can never be any grandees in this one. No worries, that's alright. That's what I meant. Yeah. The patricians are sleeping a bit. Patricians are having a nap. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom. You muster the North's military and send them to the farm. Soon the hives are aflame. You toss and turn at night, your dreams plagued by screaming faces and with golden tongues. Horrific visions of blood and fire and smoke, and then it's all gone, and you dream of ash floating in the wind. The next night you sleep peacefully. We are okay. Your Majesty, the Barons of the March have invited you to a jousting tournament. Yes. We'll sharpen support tonight. The Chancellor inclines their head politely. It wouldn't be my ideal day out, Your Majesty, but I'm sure you will have a marvellous time. Your Majesty, our troops are massing at the Ashmedian border. Soon we'll cross over and the war will begin in earnest. What are my instructions? You know what? We're either all in on being respectful and looking after civilians as we convert them to the one true faith, or we slash and burn. None of these half measures. Oh dear. Alrighty. No mercy, no quarter given. Gloves are off, Your Majesty. It's been a while since I was knee-deep in blood. Will you be coming with me to the front lines? It could get dicey. I'll stay in the palace, lead from the rear. You're left to stew in the safety of the palace while your marshal rides out to the march to lead your troops across the border. Await news of the invasion success. 70%. No, I'm not going out there. According from dispatches from the field, the first stage of the invasion has gone well. Your marshal reports winning several key battles and capturing half a dozen castles. The marshal has slashed and burned dozens of villages, killing innocents. Far from destroying enemy morale, this has only hardened their resolve. The marshal also sends back a hefty serving of gold liberated from enemy fortresses. The Ashmedians won't give up that easy, unfortunately. We took them by surprise, but now they're going to be really starting to fight. Sitting on the bench outside the Sunbleach Villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Our profits are down. Our companies are being outcompeted by the damn chiefs of all people. How could this happen? What's up? What's up? Tap the side? Yes. There you go. Lurks, it's prudent, wrathful and repentant are our prompts for today. That's what we're about right now. There we go. The patrician's aim is to have the highest trade, but it's not going well. I mean, I guess golden choice is here. Okay, things are going well, so I want to give you guys a little something. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field. Watching from tall stands, the place is abuzz with excitement. Welcome, one and all. We have a most thrilling guest today. Cheering erupts and the nobles stamp so hard the stands tremble. My liege, the highest ranked knights of the tournament are applying for your favour. First is Baron Charlie's Waffletails the Cunning, who won every bout last year. Some claim that he cheated, but surely they're just jealous. Second is Baron Cheese II. No one thought he would succeed this year, but he's obviously trained hard. People are calling him the underdog. Last is Lord Patrician Ziones, the interloper. Hello, Ziones. A surprise foreign contestant, but he qualified nonetheless. There we go. So, Your Highness, who will you favour? It's got to be the underdog, right? We like an underdog. Yes, the cheese, it's you. You beckon him forward and affix the ribbon to his chest. The crowd cheers as he rides to the starting post. Whoop and cheer. Laughter ripples around the audience and cheering redoubles. The bout begins. Lord Patrician Ziones is his first opponent. Their horses stamp as the two jousters glare at each other across the field. Have at ye! The jousters gallop towards each other. Ziones catches the Cheese II squarely in the chest with his lance. Slowly, painfully topples down to the dust. Excellent! Victory, the Cheese, I'm sorry. They're not that skillful, they're just cheesing the rule set. Oof. Ziones goes on to win the day, claiming a hefty cash prize, and is on track for winning the entire jousting championship. Baron de Cheese II carries on bravely competing, but the barons mutter that your so-called favour is nothing but bad luck. Oh, shut it, you. Shut it. What do you know? Conquest after conquest. What's happening now? Your Majesty, the Ashmedian War goes well. One by one, the northern provinces are falling under our control. This seems too easy. We got lucky. The Empire was in the middle of a civil war when we attacked. Now we've taken so much of their territory, the Ashmedian generals will abandon their internal squabbles and come after us seriously. Your Highness, Ashmead has revealed its secret weapon. Our troops were attacked by an order of holy warriors known as Caldavarga's Heralds. They have some kind of earthquake maker. No, it opened up the cracks beneath our soldiers' feet. Hundreds of our best soldiers died, falling into the abyss or crushed by rockfalls. Just what we need. Some kind of evil Ashmedian magic. A big clay pot taller than a man. When they open the lid, earthquakes ravage the surrounding lands. Ah! I didn't expect them to resort to magic. We'll need to do something. Deploy the strike force. I will pay you gold. Money on A. Golden choice on A, everyone. It's time. Send in the boys. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boom, boom. The anti-pot brigade. The pot crackers. In the next battle against Caldavarga's Heralds, you send a small team of highly trained knights to charge behind the enemy lines. Fight their way to the pot and smash it to pieces. Send in Link from Zelda. Okay, yes. It works like a charm. A hail of arrows scatter the pot's guards, and your knights descend with hammers, smashing it to bits. Green glowing ghosts whirl out from the pottery shards, then vanish. The ground goes still, the earthquakes cease. And your troops slam into Caldavarga's heralds like a hammer hitting jelly, sending them scattering. Victory! If I were in the Empire's shoes, I'd be thinking about suing for peace right now. We haven't received any word from their ambassador. They must really hate us. Your greatness. The North is in dire need of aid. Please tell me this has nothing to do with bees. Your Majesty, you killed most of our farmers during that unpleasantness with the beehives. There's now no one left to sow the fields. Without help, many will starve. Recover, bee. Let them suffer. It's the only way they'll learn. Part of me likes C, but oh, that does sound like a petty revenge thing. That does sound like something in character. We are wrathful. Oh, you know what? I like to pay to fix things. I also like revenge. So it will either be, yeah, it'll either be A. Yes, I know it's an emergency advisor. Yes, yes. So, you know, prudent would say send aid to the north. But wrathful would say let them suffer. I don't mind which way you vote. Hmm. The North's next harvest is lacking, and they're suffering. Many turn to the ninth god. Yay! Chiefs and farmers alike mutter rebelliously about the council's cruelty. Nah, not the council's cruelty. We're good. It's my cruelty. Everyone's stalled out at the minute, which is fantastic. Oh my god, okay. A letter losing ground, your heir. Okay, let's see the letter. A letter has arrived from Baron de Cheese II, your majesty. Your favoured competitor from the Baron's Jousting tournament. He was badly injured in the final bout and had to pay an expensive physician to treat his leg. Nobles across the kingdom have raised concerns about the safety of jousting. They're worried the fad will become even more dangerous. Oh, sorry to Cheese. You had to lose money. Wait. No, yeah, we'll compensate Baron de Cheese. I'll pay you all 500 gold to compensate the cheese. Vote C for cheese. There's a hole in the cheese. Holy cheese. Very good. Very nice. Baron de Cheese II gratefully accepts your gift. Meanwhile, jousting craze booms across the march and beyond. That's fine. Losing ground. Bad news, your majesty. The Ashmedian army has mounted a massive counter-assault. They're pushing our armies back. We've already lost some of the territory we've captured. What went wrong? The Empire has an inexhaustible supply of recruits. The longer we fight, the stronger they'll be. Your Highness, one of our scouts has discovered that the Ashmedians are building a church factory near the border. Church factories pump out war golems, giants of clay who are immune to most normal weapons. They can't be allowed to finish its construction or our wavering army will collapse entirely. We shall wage economic warfare. Please vote B. B to Golem. Hang in there. Vote B with me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have done it. We fought with money. Golem manufacturing requires a rare type of gemstone, which the Ashmedian Empire usually buys from Atesh. But this season your merchants buy it all up instead, paying 5 times the usual price. The church factory is built but stands empty, unable to produce the new war golems that would have stomped all over your soldiers. The tide turns back in your favour. Your soldiers are winning battles again, retaking some of the territory you lost. Nicely done, your majesty. Without their golems, Ashmead will be eager to come to terms. Wait, oh! Is that a reference to Dear Liza, Dear Liza? There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, a hole. Well, mend it then, Henry, well, mend it, dear Henry. Well, mend that hole in your bucket, dear Henry, mend it. It goes on, and it's like a circular logic thing. Essentially, Henry is constantly trying to get out of work. That's the gist of it. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I wish to have the crown passed down to... Hold on, I'm trying to type while talk. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My child! The assembled nobles break out in polite applause. By designating an heir, you cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Highness! Hey, Vitamin, welcome on in. Sorry, I didn't see that you joined. Well, I saw you in chat a couple of times. I didn't know you joined the actual game. Anyone else I've missed? Who else is there? Teeny Bert's here, welcome. Batwing, welcome. Zizones as well. I think we already said hello to. Anyone else? I think that's everyone. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child? What is their name? Asgall III. Thank Morgana, your Majesty. I'm sure little Asgall III will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spymaster soon. I don't know if our ambition's looking good. I don't think it is. I think it's looking pretty rough. So let's see. For me, personally, I would like C, the Aqueduct, for more farming, but I know the Chiefs want D, the Deer Park, for less farming. Patricians may want the Grand Bazaar, E, and also the Thieves Guild, B. And that's it. That's all she wrote, baby. Boom! Type exclamation mark. Fund followed by the letter of the item you'd like to fund, followed by the amount of money you'd like to fund it with. Top 2 items will be built at the end of the auction. Bids on other items will be refunded, so don't be stingy. You got about 40 seconds to get your funding in. Oh dear, I'm the poorest Pat. That's true. You are. Yes, and you're the richest Baron. Yes, but you pale in comparison to the power of Whopper and Morgrim over here. Ten seconds left. Does Deer Park have any events? I think the Deer Park can interrupt the Greater Arrowroot Tree. Right? Can the Deer Park do that? Wow. 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 It's nothing at all. Let's do Seeking a Truce, then the Joust. Your Majesty, the Ashmedian ambassador is here. He is willing to negotiate the terms of a truce. You made your point, warmonger. What will it take to achieve peace between us? This sounds like a matter for the council. If you value the lives of your citizens, bring this messy affair to an end. I want land. I want the land. We all want the land. I'll pay you to take the land. Come on, everyone. We can come back for seconds. Lagging so bad. Oh, okay. No worries, Morgrim. It's rough. Alright, I'll wait around for a bit. Fat stacks of cash. Alright. Your Chancellor unfurls a scroll so long they could have comfortably used it as a hammock. You and the Ambassador both sign on the dotted line, and just like that, the war is over. First order of business, of course, the concessions. The March is given some valuable territory on the Ashmedian border, full of fertile soil and precious resources. After news of your victory spreads across the kingdom, you're a hero. Even the nobles can't deny that you did a good job, and you took on the kingdom's oldest and most powerful enemy and won. But there are still whispers that you should have pressed your advantage. We could have taken Ashmead's capital if the monarch had a little more spine. Okay, barons. Okay, sure. I regret to inform you of the jousting-related petition for the March, Your Majesty. Why do regret? It's a splendid idea. What's that, Katori? Your Majesty, we must reinstate jousting as the official justice system in the March. Trial by combat's the way it used to be before the courts started sticking their noses in. I think the courts are probably better, right? I don't want to spend money on it if you do it. Alright, I see. Oh. Chancellor looks sceptical but says nothing. Barons are delighted. The March reports a drop in crime as the people are fearful of being impaled on a lance. However, there is a sharp rise in lance-related injuries as well as a drop in strictly sporting jousts. At the start of your reign you said you wanted to be the parent of the nation. You're well on your way to reaching that goal. The peasants are thriving and well fed. They think of you fondly. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved by the peasants, the nobles wouldn't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. Or you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. Your nobles will forget your schemes. If you win, it's time to double dip, baby. You all know what we're about. You know what we want. You know what we like. Farming and military. Round 2. I didn't hear no bell. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contacting the Ashmedian ambassador. Greetings, Your Grace. I'm here to discuss the terms of our next war. More violence? Excellent. You're a monarch after my own heart, Your Majesty. Unique dialogue, because we already won a war. When you beat us, you cause complete chaos in the Ashmedian political system. My employer has found that chaos greatly beneficial and wants to get even worse. Another successful invasion ought to do it. Music to my ears. I'm here representing General Fallenclap, whose lands are safely distant from the border. If you were to invade again, all we ask is that you send us your signal. We'll launch a civil war, take the advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold plan, sir. A bold plan indeed. I will leave you to think upon my words. If we take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat the oldest enemy twice, that would shut up the nobles for good, A bold... I just realised, okay, a bold plan. But winning still won't be easy. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's farming and military as much as you can. And of course, there cannot be open rebellion among the nobles. Okay, cool. We are good. We are good. What the hell is all this? An invitation? Putting on a show? Your Serene Highness, I have the most wonderful solution for all that excess gold cluttering up your treasury. We should put on a mock sea battle. Oh. Batwing, no. We should put on a mock sea battle in the coastal arena. For too long we put up with gladiators fighting to the death on dry land. Oh, boring. That sounds expensive. That's the point. It would be the event of the century. We waterproof the arena and fill it with seawater. Then we crew a few custom-built ships of our most expendable gladiators and have them duke it out before a screaming crowd. I'm going to pay you not to do it. I hate it. I don't want to spend any money on it. Vote C for 500 gold, everyone. Seems it is GG. Yeah, it looks pretty done. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if anyone can turn this around. I cannot believe it. Wait. Yeah, I'm waiting. Is this it? Is this what we're doing? All right. 3, 2, 1. I cannot believe it. Oh, excellent. I shall make the arrangements at once. A few weeks later, and a mock sea battle was held in Phalassus. You watch from the roll box. 2 ships battling each other, tossed on artificial waves. Gladiators swing from ropes, cutlasses between their teeth. A naked spectator swimming across the arena and getting eaten by a shark. This show has everything you'd hope for and more. A few competitors drown, of course, but that's what they signed up for. The show attracts tourists from across the kingdom and inspires a wave of patriotic peasants to join the Coastal Navy. A grand success. Okay. Well, the state of the kingdom is pretty good, actually. Let's be real. Stranger Wasp, hello, buddy. Your Majesty, we absolutely must come down to the coast next year and experience the summer games for yourself. It's the only social event that matters. If you aren't in attendance, well, it would simply be a crime. Alright, yeah, how could I say no? Oh, this is simply wonderful. It's been so long since a monarch attended the games. Last time, as I recall, they were assassinated. Alright, here we go, ambition time. For the last few months, your marshal has been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against Ashmead. Today, at last, she's returned and she's brought one of the patricians with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They've sent a delegation to speak with you. Your esteemed Highness, of course we all support a war with the accursed dogs of Ashmead. Of course we do. We're more patriotic than anyone. Okay, Stranger Wasp, yeah. But we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us to raise all our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather the crops? The kingdom could starve. Damn peasants will just have to tighten their belts. Without a proper harvest, it won't be the peasants who suffer. Just damn cowardice if you ask me, Your Majesty, but all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry for a few years. Until we can persuade them the kingdom will survive, they won't commit their full forces to our banner. 90%! We got this, guys. We got it, bro. We are good. By the 9th, Your August Majesty, you are right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Ashmeadian bastards a lesson. That's the spirit. I trust then we have the full backing of the patricians in starting this war then. Yes, Your esteemed Highness, let's do this. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council, seeking their approval for the launch of a war against Ashmead. Aye, your greatness, the chiefs never back down from a fight. You have our axes, thank you, Teeny. When it comes to war, you can rely on the barons, Your Majesty. Let's go give the Ashmeadians a damn good kicking. The nobles are unified behind the idea of a war in Ashmead, Your Majesty. Good, let's go for round 2. I'll assemble the troops at once. Farewell. What can I say? What can I say? When you are good. When you are good, you are good. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she's at the head of an army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armour gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. I don't know why it's 100. Is it because we already beat Ashmead in a war already? I expected it was like it's going to be 90, but 100 will take it. The camp stretches for miles outside the walls of the city. The ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you're greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen, holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen, training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? No? Oh, is there like a clear answer to it, Morgan, or is it like a big complicated thing? I felt like this was a 90%. It's a weighted average, having some reasons very high with... Oh! If one region had 0, that would really hurt. Okay. Right, so it's not like a clear average. It's like literally the highest scorer of a region pulls the most weight. It depends how many regions are in the extremes, I guess. I haven't worked out the formula though. No, that's fine, but the basic gist of it is if you're in like 7+, it's good. If you're in 3 or less, it's bad, sort of thing. No, Vitamin. Morgrim's just saying it's not a clear cut. Not a clear average. Okay. Good work, my Marshal. Thank you, Your Majesty. Let's march. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom, for the monarch! The army is a vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up the landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill across like a flood, sweeping away surprise-median sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you don't see much of the fighting. Your job is just to give the inspirational speeches before battle starts, wave a sword around, and then duck back into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first-median campaign... Your second-median campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. Morgrim has not worked on the game. Morgrim has done some bug fixes and little bits and pieces. Made mods to make some stuff work. A bunch of which was compiled into an update, into a patch. But my unofficial bug patch did become much of an unofficial bug fix update, yeah. Of an official one, yeah. As the city gates swing open, you're greeted by a rush of joyous sounds. Clapping, cheering, peasants throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is a retinue of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving their lost comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. Hail the monarch, the conquering hero! Draw the curtain of your carriage. It does little to deaden the noise, but at least you don't see their stupid faces. These people have never even been near Ashmead. Why do they even care? When you return to the palace, your wife is waiting for you, your heir Asgall III in her arms. My darling, you're finally back. I've been breathlessly following tales of your conquests. Only wish you'd brought me along. Sounds like good fun, but I understand. Someone needs to hold down the fort. We have so much to talk about. Little Asgall III has been growing up so fast in your absence. Sorry, dear, but the council has requested a meeting. Oh, of course. Well, hurry back, my love. As you step back into the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Welcome back, your greatness. Let me first congratulate you on your victory. Now we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many votes that need your attention. No. Excuse me? Did you forget there's a war on? But democracy. The Constitution. Did the monarch misspeak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmead will strike back and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes, we need to prepare. And if you squabbling bastards don't unite with the Monarch right away, you'll wake up next year with Ashmedian soldiers in your bedchamber. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Nothing like a common enemy, eh? Aye, your highness, if there's one thing we hate more than each other, it's the Ashmedian Empire. After that, nobles never defy you again. It's not like your life gets any easier. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt your meetings, but I just received word the Ashmedian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilise immediately. With a sigh, you head out back to the palace to say goodbye to your wife. Here we go again. On the road again. GG, everyone. We are pretty big. Pretty big. Right, let me just get the poll up for inheritance for tomorrow's game. And what are the options? What are we doing? Prudent. So what will Asgall III inherit from Asgall II? Wrathful. Gonna start the poll. You got 2 minutes to get a vote in. In the meantime, I shall read the book. The book. The barons attempted to worm their way into the palace. The barons' attempt to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Baron Shadowmoon ended their life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. The attempt to woo Bizk to the northern cause was doomed to failure. Eventually, the wizard, bored of these mortal quabbles, trapped Chief Whopper in a bubble of silence from which she never escaped. The patricians failed to turn the kingdom's debts against it, and the moment had passed. Ever practical, they set about collecting interest and hoarding wealth, waiting for the time to scheme once more. Monarch Asgall II's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. They conquered land from Taverlin and Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back. By the time the old warrior died, they were battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero, but most of all, they were tired. Monarch Asgall II, the warrior. Doing great stuff. It's a tie, 3-3 for our inheritance for Monarch Asgall III. Morgrim's the wealthiest. Mass connects Seporus with 1300. Let's see what Asgall III looks like. Asgall III. Look at that. The pink hair. The scar and the unimpressed, snooty look about them. Fantastic. And we have a tie in the votes. So what we'll be doing, we'll be flipping Wrathful with Prudent. So military will be our ambition next time. Monarch Asgall III, we'll sort that out. The hair as hair, hooray. Yeah, not bold anymore. Alright, well, settle on in. Tomorrow we'll see Monarch Asgall III. But that'll be all from me right now. See you all next time for a bit more.